Hi guys, I'm Beata from horoscopesandreadings.com and welcome to your new weekly video. Before I jump into this video, I would like to kindly ask you, if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button for this channel so I can create more free content for all of you, okay? So today we have viewer's choice and I have decided to make a video about Mars in Partner's 8th house. I believe this is very interesting position for planet Mars to be in, so why not to shoot this one? First I would like to start that to me, having someone's Mars in your 8th house is a very similar placement to have Mars and Pluto in aspect in Synastry, okay? So obviously this is advanced astrology, but I hope that you guys who are watching this are able to keep up with me. So really, if you have this placement of Mars, or if you have Mars and Pluto in Synastry, this will play out rather very similarly, okay? So first, probably I would like to describe what Mars represents in Synastry, so we will get a flavor what to expect. Mars is really very much go-getter in all of us. So Mars is how we do things in life, how we get what we want in life. Mars is that planet which is responsible how we succeed eventually in life, because Mars is a very energetical planet, okay? Mars is also sex drive. So really, if you have strong Mars in your own birth chart, you are capable to achieve a lot, because you simply have that energy, have that drive, have that focus. You are very much goal driven, okay? In modern astrology, it is really zodiac sign of Aries, which is ruled by Mars. But in ancient astrology, it is also zodiac sign of Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars. So in this case, I would like to consider both of these signs, because it will be important as we will talk about 8th house here, okay? In this all Synastry houses overlay, I would like to tell you that in my experience, it is house person who feels the effect the most, okay? So a person who represents planet, in this case it's Mars. Mars person is pretty much unaware what is triggering in house person, okay? So really it is house person's experience of Mars, okay? So we also have to be aware of this dynamic first. Now, 8th house in astrology is a very mysterious house because it's Scorpio house. So all Scorpios out there are familiar with this house, and the rest of us, we are only wondering what is really hidden there, because this is house of secrets. Pretty much to me it's house of secrets. 8th house is also house of things we want to hide in front of the people, okay? 8th house is also house of sudden life changes, and these sudden life changes are not easy ones, right? So that's why this house is also house of crisis. On the other hand, it is also house of shared resources with partner. Now, 8th house, to me, when it comes to relationships, 8th house is that house where things get real, when things get serious in a relationship. So really, it is that seventh house, which is known as house of marriage, house of commitments, but it is really that eighth house what represents what will going on in relationship after the marriage, after the commitment. So really it is that real life, I believe. So when we have planet Mars coming into your eighth house, it will certainly be, a very important experience for the house person. I don't want to be very critical or very harsh in words when it comes to this position, but having someone's Mars in this house, it can be difficult for house person, but it all depends on house person, who the house person is, okay? So if house person has his own birth chart Mars in Scorpio or in the 8th house or in some aspect to Pluto, then this person will be very much familiar with this energy. So if someone's Mars will come into your 8th house and you have Mars in Scorpio, etc., you're gonna like it, because this person will really bring things into your life which are very familiar to you, things you crave the most. Because a person who will trigger you will bring with him issues of 8th house. So first thing I would like to point out with this position is that house person will perceive Mars person to be very hot, okay? So really Mars person will trigger you sexually like no one, okay? So you will really feel that Mars person is capable to fulfill your all desires, right? Which can be very kinky if you have your birth Mars in Scorpio. So this is really great, okay? So you guys will be unstoppable in bed, and most probably Mars person will give you what you want, whatever it might be in this intimate area. So this is really thumbs up here. Another thing which cannot be avoided is that Mars person will bring with them power struggles, okay? There will be power struggles in this relationship, and don't tell me that there will not be, because there certainly will be power struggles. Of course, how you're gonna be able to handle it, it is always up to you, but Mars person will trigger you as a house person in many ways. Don't forget that 8th house is also house of shared resources, and when a commitment gets serious, you will come to the point of your relationship when you will share your resources, okay? And with Mars here, it can be quite difficult, okay? You can fight over money. Yes, there can be fights about money, why you have spent so much money, or you or your partner will start to hide their own money because they will not like sharing their resources or money with you. So really there can be plenty of scenarios here. Probably the most beneficial one when it comes to money is that house person will very much respect Mars person's ideas, how he should spend or invest their money. But overall, this position of Mars typically brings power struggles when it comes to money, shared resources, okay? So be aware of this. Now, there is really a lot what can be said about this position, but to me, these two things, first is sex, unforgettable sex, and another one are shared finances in relationship, are probably the most important in this case to tell, okay? Of course, as always, you better check Mars person's Mars, because this will also tell you a lot, okay? If Mars person's Mars is great, or this person has his Mars, let's say very calm Mars, like Mars in Virgo, in some beneficial aspects, it will be more handleable for house person, okay? So that's why it is important, to check your astrologer and have your readings done, because really this video is general, okay? So I can talk on and on, but it is impossible for me to cover everything here, because there is really so many scenarios. So hopefully I have helped you somehow, and if you are interested, you can check my website. I can provide you with readings of all kinds of horoscopes. And if you like my content, you can subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, and I'll be back next week with more videos. So have a good week. Bye bye.